If anything, Long Gone Summer is a time capsule of a wonderful summer from 22 years ago, when baseball ruled the sports landscape, perhaps the last time, except for a few weeks in October 2004 and October 2016, when the national pastime could make that claim without any arguments. Of course, we now know the events of that summer were not just a joyous ride, but a dirty one as well. Still, the movie works as a nostalgic if bittersweet remembrance of the great home run race. I suspect your reaction to it rests on how you view the entire era of performance-enhancing drugs. For younger viewers, it might be a shock to learn how extraordinary the chase was, that in the same year as Michael Jordan's Last Dance, McGwire and Sammy Sosa were every bit as big as him. Here are 3 takeaways I have from watching Long Gone Summer. 1. Everyone was into it. This was not overstated. When Sammy Sosa hit 20 home runs in June and turned the chase to catch Roger Maris into a 3-person event, Ken Griffey Jr. was just 2 home runs behind McGwire at the All-Star break. It became a true pop culture moment. The attention ramped up even more after the break, even as Griffey slumped and it turned into a 2-person slugfest. Heck, nightly news broadcasts sent their anchors for on-site coverage. What made the home run race so exciting is that while most record chases or milestones aren't that interesting, especially career ones, when it becomes inevitable the player will get there, and it's just a matter of when. This became a daily event. Not just in the parks where McGwire and Sosa played, but on the internet, where you could now get live updates, not having to wait for a late-night SportsCenter or the next day's newspaper to see what happened. I was an editor at that summer, in charge of our daily baseball coverage. Our editorial staff was much smaller than it is now. I remember essentially working something like 60 days in a row. That's how ravenous the appetite was to follow the home run action. Now, the idea that this chase helped save baseball or helped it bounce back from the 1994 strike is overstated. Similar things were said about Cal Ripken's breaking of Lou Gehrig's record in 1995 or the terrific Yankees-Mariners playoff series that fall. It was just something to say because it sounded like the right thing to say. In truth, after attendance fell 20% in 1995, it increased 6% in 1996, 5% in 1997 and 4% in 1998, and then declined slightly in 1999. The excitement was about the home runs more than it was about baseball itself. Point 2. The actual home runs were spectacular. I mean, dear Lord, did McGwire hit some long blasts. The movie gives us plenty of highlights, and if you think the ball was juiced in 2019, I give you the 1998 baseball to go along with juiced players. That's why showing up early for batting practice, especially to see McGwire, became its own spectacle.